Hello, welcome to Pari Sanaa here in Cosmo Studio. And we have today a special guest, Emilia Ketola from the Turku Employment Services. Welcome, Emilia.
Thank you.
How are you?
I am fine.
Well, thank you for being here
Of course.
in Cosmo Studio. We have here, we try to bridge the gaps, we try to create better understanding and foster this sense of community in the city of Turku. Would you like to tell us about Turku Employment Services? But before that, we would like also to have some little bio about yourself. Who are you?
Okay. I am Emilia. I'm from Turku. Well, originally I'm from near Pori, but I have been living here for a long time now. I work in Turku Employment Services. I have been working there in two different departments. Right now I'm working in the integration department. And before I was working with people who have been in Finland longer, who already ended the integration time. And before this work, I was actually payroll specialist. So I kind of changed my work completely. And in the middle, I studied to be community educator.
What had inspired you to start this work?
Actually, the thing that inspired me was 2015 and 2016 when so many people came here and I felt like I want to do something and help people. So that's why I studied. And I already knew from the beginning of the studies that I want to work with immigrants and help. And now I'm doing it.
Wonderful. So would you like to tell us about Turku Employment Services?
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
Well, here there are a lot of things we would like to know about Turku Employment Services. How does this facility work?
Yeah. So inside the employment services, we have different kind of departments. So it kind of a little bit depends on the customer situation where they're going to be in. Like I said, I'm working in the integration department. So it means that when a person gets their residence permit and if they want to be part of the integration or if they want to start the integration time, it means that they have to become our customer. And when they register to be our customer, we will start to make the integration plan with them and check what's the best for them, what would be if they would like to go to Finnish course or if they want to study something else or what would be the best for them. And of course, after the integration time, if they're still going to be our customer, we'll just move them to another team.
Wonderful. Thank you. Fulfilling answer. Yes, we have the second question here prepared. We talk about the most common challenges immigrants face when integrating into Finnish society.
Most common. Well, there's two topics that come in my work is the Finnish language, of course. That is something that, now I think the most people know that they actually have to learn it. But it's a really big struggle because even if you would know English language, it doesn't guarantee that you will integrate in this society. I think another one would be not finding a work because if you don't have work, I don't know if you are if you would feel to be a full member of the society. And the language and the work, they are connected to each other.
I would like to still stick to the integration process, and because that's a very controversial topic and very important. So integration often seen as a two-way process. How do you think local communities can take part?
Well, that's a good question. I think one really big thing would be that not just the communities, but also the workplaces, they would kind of open up to be ready to receive immigrant workers. Also, the communities, would have to be more open and remember that integration, it's not just one-way street. It actually, it goes both ways. So when a person comes to Finland, they have to integrate, but also we as Finnish people, we also have to integrate and be ready to receive the immigrants.
It's often seen as by learning the language, by finding a work opportunity. These are, I would say, the pillars of successful integration. Is it true?
I think it takes more than those two things. Of course, the language is going to help because it means that you can communicate with the people who live here. Workplace, of course, helps because it gives you power over your own life. You can decide and choose what you want to do. But there's also other things. I think a person, if you fully want to be integrated, you also need to know people from the Finnish society, like Finnish people. You have to maybe have hobbies. Your kids have to have the school places, have also the right to kind of exist in this society. So it's it's a mix of many things. The language and the work are big things, but there's so many other things also.
And how can we foster this understanding, like to deal with integration as a concept that goes beyond the stereotypical definition of integration? How can we do that? Like, how can we do that, like, pragmatically?
And that's a difficult one.
Like, I would put it like in better like way to how can we, like, the city of Turku, probably we are not in a place to talk in, like, but just like how, if you live in a certain city, what would be perfect to foster the sense of a full integration, or the sense of true integration that is made of multiple elements, the elements you just mentioned in your speech?
I think the city should provide other services also, not just talking about the language and the work. There should be something else, helping with, like I said, the hobbies, maybe helping with that one. The city should also teach about the society, how it works. Maybe also teach about how Finnish people are, because we are different. We have a different culture, so we might not work in the same way as immigrants. So this is something that should also be teach to the immigrants who come here.
What kind of employment or support or training does your center provide?
I have to be honest, and if we talk about finding the work, we don't have so many opportunity with that one. We don't have like ready workplaces for our customers. The only thing we can do is help with the job searching, and we have services for that one. We have job searching coach that can, like, if someone is interested about that one, we can kind of book time, about 5 hours with that person, and they can help with the job searching, like face to face, one person. Then we have thing called work trial, työkokeilu in Finnish. Yeah. So that is actually one really good way to find the workplace. And sometimes I feel that immigrants think that it's just for them, but it's also for Finnish people. So it's not just for them, it's for everyone. Like even me, when I was younger and I couldn't find a work, I actually went to this työkokeilu and I got workplace from that one. So it's really important, because through that one, you can go to the workplace that you are interested, and you can get your foot inside the door. And maybe if you show that you're a good worker, they can hire you after that one.
There has been a talk regarding the työkokeilu thing, or the trainingship, which is living in English, or working. Is it like the same työkokeilu and työharjoittelu?
They are kind of the same.
What is the main difference?
Yeah. Työharjoittelu is provided by when you are studying in a school, and it's part of the course. Työkokeilu is when you don't have workplace, and then you find the place yourself, and you just make a contract, and you have to ask from a permission from us if you can do it or not. I think one really important thing about this työkokeilu, sorry that I'm using the Finnish word, but I think that's the
internship.
Yeah. It's that some people, they don't think when they decide where they want to go to do it, because I think it's really important to actually think what are the places that you are interested about, where you would like to work, and not waste it to some place that you just get extra money for it. I think it's really important.
And how can you differentiate? I think your task is not differentiate between people who are genuinely interested in going to a certain place and perform their työkokeilu or internship, or from compared to those people who think like työkokeilu is a place where they can just survive or get away from the the things.
Yeah. Us, we can't be sure which one it is. Usually we can a little bit see it from depending on the place that they would like to go to make it. I know many people, they want to go to a place where they can speak their own language. And I also understand that one. But it might be wasting the time because there's like limit how much this internship you can make. So it's really important to think about it where you want to do it.
How easy in Finland is to pursue one's study in this country with their previous study qualification?
It depends on the field. In some fields, they can consider your old diplomas, but then there are fields that they actually want you to have a Finnish paper. So I can't give a specific answer about that one. It also depends on the workplace. What do they want? I know many places they prefer Finnish diploma, but like I said, it always depends a little bit on the workplace.
But how if people dedicated their life to study, for example, engineering, certain field, which is not very common in Finland?
Yeah.
So do you think this is a problem?
It can be. I think it's really important also, like I understand that you study for some field and you are interested in that one and you want to stay in that one. That's what I want to do also. But maybe at some point it's good to a little bit open your eyes and be ready to do other work, maybe related to that one. It can also help you to get the place where you actually want to go. Because here it's really important to know the people. Like when you're applying for the work, Finnish people, they want to know the person they are hiring. So if you will engineering, there's something you want to do and you go work in the one place. Maybe it's not the dream work, but you get inside the work. And maybe later you can change the workplace because that can happen in Finland. Even if you are cleaner in a company, at some point you can be higher. Little by little, when Finnish people, they want to trust and know the person they're hiring. This is something really important. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I've drowning on my experience, friends' experiences, I've seen like people who, for example, studied journalism in their countries, whether they found themselves here, and it was challenging to pursue the same field in this country. They had to change their career.
That happens a lot. And really important thing about that one is also the language.
The language.
Even most workplaces, even if the work would be in English, they still want the person to speak Finnish at least a little bit. So the Finnish language is really, really important.
Really, really important.
Yes.
And could you tell me, please, what are the most promising fields for newcomers who dream to secure a work opportunity in this country?
I wish I could tell you those. A little bit depends on the place where you're living, because something that might not work in Turku, it might work in Rovaniemi. So it depends on where you are living.
So what advice would you give to someone who has skills but struggles to find opportunities to language and other things?
The first thing would be try to find the way that you are learning, because we have different ways of learning the language. Some people, they learn when they are at school and someone is teaching them. Some people learn at workplace when they're actually using the language. So I think that is one thing where you can start from. What is the best way for you to start? And sometimes I tell my customers, this might feel really, really stupid, but if they struggle with Finnish language, go to library, read a children's book. It's easy words, and it can help you with developing your language. I do that with Spanish. So,
to what extent do you think people are allowed to use English? I mean, in formal context, do you think like people can still have a space to operate within their English in Turku?
Yes, I actually think it's getting like bigger. It's maybe a little bit more easy to use the language, but still, I would emphasize the Finnish language.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, of course. And also like the international house. Would you like to tell about the international house?
Yes.
According to my knowledge, that you have done work there and.
Yes. You are correct. I was working there until end of last year. There my work was to help the people who already ended the integration period, and I was helping them to find workplaces or get accepted to the school or these kind of things. At International House Turku, it's also under the employment services. So we are kind of a little bit different services, but we are all under the same roof. They are helping immigrants with many things. They have many different languages that you can get help with. They help you to find workplaces. They can help you if you would like to apply for school. They can kind of try to find the school places with you. If you have problem to find housing, they can also help with that one. They can help if you have some problems with financing, they can help with those ones. I basically usually tell everyone that if you get a letter from, let's say, employment services, you can go to International House and ask if they can like help you to read it and what you have to do with the letter. If they don't know how to help you in something, they know where to guide you. So
Wonderful.
They have a lot of services there.
International House.
Yes.
Turku International House. So is it different from Helsinki, the Helsinki International House, or you all stand for the same task and you do the same task? And
yeah, it's kind of the same in every city. We have those in many cities, but the service might be provided in different ways. Maybe some cities don't have so many languages as us, or maybe some have more, and they can emphasize a little bit different topics. But basically they are the same.
So how does Turku stand out in terms of integration compared to other Finnish cities?
Well, our international house is actually really good. That's the first thing that I would say. Also, I feel that the employment services, the integration department, we are like doing the best we can to find the people their own place or help them to get there. We try to get everyone who want to the Finnish classes as fast as we can, and we're actually working for it. For example, maybe a year ago, the waiting time was like 9 months, and now it's just a couple of months. So we are all the time trying to make it better, and we are also trying to find other ways to work. Like right now, there is, I don't know if you heard about a company called Startup Refugee. It's something that works in Helsinki, and they are helping immigrants to find workplaces, or if they want to have their own company, kind of helping with that one. So now we are making like co-working with them also. So they are coming to Turku, so our customers can get help from them also.
What does an inclusive city mean to you on personal level?
For me, it means everything. It means that all the people who are living there are actually part of the city, and they can have their dreams and have their life as they want it, and they are not left alone.
What can institutions and citizens do together to make integration smoother?
I think it's really important to remember that integration is not just some service that we give. It's also the immigrant who comes here, they actually have to work for it. They have to want it. So I can't just put the integration on someone. They actually have to do something about it so it will work.
Can you recall a moment when you felt that your work truly made a difference?
There's many, but there's one that is actually really stuck on me. I had a customer one time, and she was struggling to find her place, and she had been kind of pushed down with some other people did it to her, and she had to leave her kind of past and her dreams behind. And then we met, and we actually talked about what she wanted, and in the middle of us talking, she understand that she can actually do the work that she was doing in her home country. And in the end, what happened, she actually got accepted to a school, and now she is working on the field that she wanted. And she has been in Finland for a long time, so many years she kind of wasted. But
how would you title this story? What title would you choose?
dreams coming true.
Dreams coming true. Wonderful. And here we also talk about integration again. And what does integration mean to you? Like we would say like on a human level, beyond policies and programs, institutional definitions.
It's humanity. It's people getting their lives the way that they want. It's people getting together and connecting and mixing the cultures.
How do you personally connect with people from different backgrounds, if I may ask?
To be honest, I actually feel more at home with people from other cultures. I think that everyone who I meet, who are my friends, even my customers, I feel like I get something good in my life. I can change the way that I am living and doing my things. So,
do you have any message would you like to share with the newcomers who might feel lost or hopeless?
I know it's a struggle to start in the new country, in a place where you maybe don't know how the society works. It can push you down, but don't forget your dreams. Sometimes it can take a long time to get there, but if you keep kind of fighting or working towards it, one day you will get it.
So, Emilia, I would like to ask you if you want to add something else. We talked about your project, about this project community. What was it called?
Yeah, community powered mentoring. It's a service that Turku City has. It's meant for people who haven't been in Finland for that long. It's free, and in that one, if you want to be part of it, you can get your own mentor, and the mentor can be in your own language or some other language that you know in a good way, English or something. And you will meet up with the mentor, and you will talk about important things like the work life in Finland, the Finnish society, about the school system, and the housing, many these kind of things. I think it's really important project that they are doing.
And how easy do you think people have an access to this such a project? Do you have like certain channels through them people can get access to
Yeah,
your project?
they have a web page where you can get the information for the person who is in charge of it, and you can just contact her, and she will try to find you the perfect mentor.
Yes, Emilia, would you like to talk about your personal relation with Turku as a neighborhood?
Well, like I said, I haven't lived here all my life. I was about 18 when I moved here. We're from Finland, but still, it's different kind of place. And I can kind of understand in Turku area when people come from different countries that it can be a little bit difficult to find friends, because even me, as a Finnish person, I was feeling it that it's a little bit difficult to get to know the people from Turku because they're a little bit inside. But once you get to know them, you are kind of in. When you get inside, you will stay there, and you actually have people who you can trust and who will help you. But I understand the struggle.
Do you have what are the means to get through this bubble?
I think, at least for me, what worked really good is hobbies. It's kind of a place where people they are not in their work mind. They are kind of free spirited, and maybe if you find a hobby that you are interested, also the people there, they are interested about the same thing. It's kind of easy to start talking about it. So from that, it's one good way to find friends and get to know people. Also, I would say volunteering work. I have little bit things about this because I feel that every time we offer something, well, not us, but like people, they offer volunteering work for immigrants. But I still think if there's something you are interested, it's also a good way to find friends.
Well, thank you, Emilia, for being here. This is Pari Sanaa.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
And with our Pari Sanaa, we are going to make change.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.